The Washington primary is wrapping up and results are rolling in.
We'll show you who's in the lead in our state's most important races. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, the first round of results are in for this year's Washington primary election. Thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. The top 2 candidates in each race will move on to the general election in November. We have team coverage tonight. Jordan Smith has an eye on the governor's race.
And Marissa Rio takes a look at who could win the 5th District congressional seat, which hasn't been vacant in 2 decades. We begin with the race for governor. And Jordan, this was never really close as 2 candidates really ran away with it.
Yeah, that's right. Attorney General Bob Ferguson and former King County Sheriff Dave Reichert made it through to the general election. Here's a look at the most up-to-date numbers from tonight. You can see it wasn't really close at all. But Ferguson, by far and away, #1 on the charts. He collected 46% of the votes across the state. Reichert earned 28%. The GOP-endorsed candidate, Semi Bird, didn't even win 10% of the votes statewide.
The stage is set in the race to become Washington's next governor. Voters will choose between the state's attorney general of the past 12 years and the former King County sheriff who nabbed the Green River Killer and also spent 14 years in Congress. 2 candidates with a strong background in law enforcement have placed public safety at the forefront of their campaigns. So what should voters expect this November? Ferguson has promised voters to raise the number of police and first responder units across the state and invest $1 billion in drug treatment centers statewide.
On my watch, everyone was accountable.
Reichert is preaching accountability, a no one is above the law approach, leaning into his more than 2 decades in law enforcement. Ferguson recently attacked Reichert in a political ad saying Reichert voted in favor of a nationwide abortion ban 3 separate times while in Congress. Reichert responded saying the bills he voted on had language that was not too dissimilar from Washington's own abortion laws. Reichert responded, saying the bills he voted in favor of had language that was not too different from Washington's current abortion laws. But he promised if he was elected governor not to alter the right to an abortion here in the Evergreen State.
And as for Semi Bird, we did ask the Spokane GOP about that tonight before the votes came in, and we asked what happens if their endorsed candidate loses in the primary. They told us they're going to wait until all the votes are counted before making a decision, but discussions would take place in the near future about endorsing Reichert. We'll keep an eye on that moving forward. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.